What's up, everybody? This is going to be a few more ranked games here, starting season 1 of 2015. So we're going to go ahead and play, I think we're going to play my new Aggro Pally deck here. So it's got a couple good cards in there, mostly it's just Rush. So here we're going to check out Blessing of Might, Blessing of Kings also, Consecration, few other spells like that. Equality also, that's going to be our main like kind of silence, I guess, to deal with the big tanks and everything. So we got this and a bunch of mechs. We've also got Flying Machine here. I don't really like this card, to be honest, but with Pally and Blessing of Might and Blessing of Kings also, I mean, it works just great. We've got a lot of damage potential, so if ever we get the Flying Machine in play and then they let it live, we happen to have Blessing of Kings, Blessing of Might in hand, that ends up dealing a whole lot of damage. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. I've played a good couple games with it so far, maybe, I mean, well, a good couple games, like 5 or 6, and so far so good. I mean, I've seen someone play something close to that against me. Actually, wait, before I start the game, I'm actually just gonna have to add maybe a Divine Favor in the deck here, just because there's not really any card draw at all in this deck. Yeah, I might replace Blessed Champion or Blessed Champion with Divine Favor here, just because, I mean, more card draw is better than a 5 mana double attack. It's very rare that that'll actually be useful in here. So we'll go ahead and try it out like that. If ever it doesn't work, I mean, I'll revert back to the old kind of format, but Blessed Champion is just such a bad Pally card. It's so rare that I've seen it played in ranked or even casual. I've rarely seen that card played. Okay, so let's see what we can do with it. So this is obviously going to be either the Zoo deck or the Handlock. Hopefully it's going to be the Zoo deck, because I'm pretty confident I can kind of out-damage it a little bit, especially now that I've got the Flying Machine. This is such a great hand, actually. I can turn 1 Cogmaster and Clockwork Gnome. This is just, you know, perfect almost. I do think I run the Mech Warrior in here, so Mech Warrior, Clockwork Gnome might be a little bit better, but I mean, this is still really great. Depending on what he plays, I might also just coin a Noyotron. No, actually, no. That's not as aggro-ish. Just want to get as much damage to his face as possible before he can be able to control us. Pretty sure it's going to be a Handlock deck we're facing here, just because he hasn't played anything on turn 1. It's not always the case. I mean, I've seen Aggro Warlock start playing stuff on turn 3. But usually they play it on turn 1, like a Leopard Gnome or something like that. Flame Imp. No, and there's the Flame Imp. A little bit late to the party, but we still have it. Okay, so great counter to that is going to be a Noyotron, because he's going to have to run himself into it a couple times. Not even going to bother hitting it. And this is looking actually really great for us. Rush decks like this, I find games are usually decided like within the land of freaking first 2 turns even. If you can get a good, you know, turn 1 play just like I did, you know, coin something in, you know, get 2 minions on board or something like that, that usually wins you the game outright. Because they can't really get back and control the board again.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Abusive Sergeant, sure. That really didn't work out for him. I guess he was hoping for the lucky knife throw into the Noyotron, but didn't end up happening. So here, since I don't really have, you know, Blessing of Might or those increased attack spells, I might just Micro Machine. But then I leave myself vulnerable to all this, because he can trade really well into all my minions. If I hit phase, that's 6 damage, not all that worth. I mean, Consecration is going to be really great next turn, because that's going to even things out. We could also play Flying Machine, hope for a good draw next turn. Yeah, we're going to do that, because I don't think he can I'm not too sure he's gonna end up trading all his stuff into my stuff because it's gonna kill everything on his end. Or almost. I guess the best trade for him right now, if he doesn't have any good cards, would be running Knife Juggler into the Annoyotron and then rest of his stuff into here. Apparently he's not even gonna do that, so hopefully for him he's got an answer here. Maybe he's gonna swarm the board, hoping to get a lucky knife throw. Like that. Okay, so no matter what happens, he's gonna have to trade. Okay, so we've only got Flying Machine left. I do have Whirling Blades, which is really good. Probably gonna get us one more damage in. Or two more damage in, I mean. Okay. So I was thinking of trading, well not trading, but attacking the Undertaker here with the Flying Machine and then consecrating. But that's not gonna happen anymore. Unless... yeah, if let's say I attack his face, attack this, consecrate, that still leaves him at 13 health. Could be decent with no board also. I don't have a board either, but I do have ways of filling it next turn. 2 Micro Machines and a Cogmaster. Yeah. So this is gonna have to be my play here. There's not much else I can do, so this seems like the best option. So far so good. I think I mentioned being able to outdamage the Zoolock here, and that's definitely the case right now. Loatheb, it's kind of a weird Zoolock play. Rarely seen that. So we're gonna go ahead and play this. Hopefully he doesn't also run Hellfire. I guess he would have already played it if he had it, but we'll see. I could have also played Knife Juggler here, but I didn't really mention I also run Muster for Battle, you know, all the 1/1 Paladin minions, so if ever I do, you know, manage to get Knife Juggler and all those minions in, I mean, that's a ton of damage or potential lucky knife throws, so I don't want to miss out on that. And there we go. There we have it, so let's go ahead and try it. Hopefully we get maybe a lucky knife throw in here. There we go. That was the one I was looking for. So what is the best trade here? Wish I could give myself one attack that would fix all my problems. I do really want to keep the Micro Machine alive, but I don't think there's a way of doing that because he's going to end up trading into it. Probably the best thing to do would be doing that, for sure. And then, do I hope he's going to keep the machine alive? If I give it one more attack here, it's not going to do anything, so might as well just... yeah, give it a try. He's gonna end up running his stuff into mine anyways, so cross our fingers, guys. Hopefully he doesn't have Hellfire, although that does put him at 5 health, so still a good move for us. Shredder, so definitely not gonna be a Hellfire here. Okay, so he's gonna still be at actually 4 health now. Never mind, he gave up, so good for us. He's pretty angry about that one too. So far 1 out of 1. Reason I'm playing those Aggro Pally decks is, as you can see here, I'm at 406 wins out of 500 for my Golden Pally. I've played, I guess, I mean, almost 250 games of Pally with kind of a controlled Paladin deck. That took forever to get there. Now the Aggro is just going to get me there much faster. So hopefully I can get Golden Pally in maybe a week or 2, depending on how much I end up playing. I am playing a lot of other games at the same time, like League of Legends. Played a lot of Dota before, but just got into League of Legends, and honestly, so far I have to admit it's kind of just a little bit better in my book. I don't know if you guys play that or whatever, but if you do, what kind of got me into League of Legends a little bit is that spells kind of scale up over time, like over the game, as opposed to LoL, where it's, you know, you get your fixed amount of damage for spells, and except a few exceptions, I mean like Skywrath Mage and a few others, Most spells don't scale at all into late game, so like kind of support players, they fall off. But in LoL you can kind of have them be powerful later on in the game if you do build them right. So that kind of gets me going a little more. Okay, so this seems to be a control Warlock deck, or handlock, something like that. So, I mean, I could play Knife Juggler and Cogmaster, but the chances of him having a Hellfire are pretty high here, so I might just do this here. Get 3 damage directly into his face, possibly 7 damage later, next turn. We'll see what he has. Since GVG came out, it got me really playing a lot more Hearthstone, and I'm really happy I did, because I mean, this game's such a fantastic strategy game. It's just really captivating, honestly. Okay, so I don't think he's got a way of killing more than one of my minions here. Yeah, there you go, so he's got the other one. He wanted to kill the golden one first. Fine with me, no problem at all. Let's just go ahead and play Yeti here, and he's gonna be in trouble. Kinda have to watch out next turn to make sure he doesn't fall off too low in HP, because he might have... oh, maybe he doesn't have a Molten Giant since he's playing that Ancient Watcher here. Now, should I Equality here, or is that too much? No, I should definitely keep Equality. That's going to be such a good card later on. Gonna go ahead and do this and play the Flying Machine. Hopefully get a lucky enough throw in here. No. So I'm gonna have to burn the Divine Shield on this guy. Reason why I didn't trade here, obviously first, I'm a aggro deck. Second is if he has Hellfire, it's gonna kill it anyways. If he has maybe Shadow Flame, which would be really bad for him. No, there you go, so Hellfire. And then you can probably play a Molten Giant too. No, Mortal Coil. It's okay with me. Okay, so I really hate doing this, but as an aggro deck, I'm gonna have to use True Silver to hit into his face. Normally as a control warrior, Paladin, as I said, I'm really used to keeping those charges for, you know, big minions and stuff, but here, the obvious answer is really hitting him with that. So I'm pretty sure, unless his last card he drew into was a Molten Giant, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have one, because last turn he would have played it. Oh, apparently he did have one anyways. Maybe two. No, just one. Okay, Equality would be great here, I think. Maybe just reversing switch on this, trade into it, and Equality the rest. He'll be left with an 8-1 Molten Giant after I Equality. Now I have a bunch of minions on board. He doesn't have another Hellfire, I think. Yeah, let's try this. Trade this into that. Equality. Muster for battle here. Trade that into that, and wait till next turn. Hopefully he doesn't taunt this, because then I don't have any answers to it. Or wait, no, I already Equality'd it, so it doesn't matter. It's really a matter of him having maybe like a Mountain Giant. I think he could play one, but I don't think he could play taunt at the same time. It's 12 minus 6, that's 6 mana to play that card, so yeah. No way you can play taunt as well. Unless he's got a Twilight Drake. That's a good counter. He's having to hit the Silver Hand Recruit with the Molten Giant here. I find it kind of funny because that's very rare that you see that happen. Okay, so here that's kind of my dilemma. I'm not too sure if I should hit face or hit one of his minions here. I think I should hit face because that's kind of my only option. The only good trade I can do is with Iron Beak Owl, and I mean, he's probably not even gonna taunt that, so it's not gonna matter. So I'm definitely expecting a Defender of Argus here, or Sun Fury Protector, whatever the name of that card is. Is it Sun Fury? Can we see it? No, it's too far down the game. What's that first card, buddy? Ancient Watcher. Does he have a taunt? Yeah, if he had a taunt, he would have already played it. Another Molten? No, that's a spare part. Give minion taunt. Is that it? Oh, stealth. Why in the world would he stealth the Twilight Drake? I mean, right now I'm kind of hopeless for winning this game, so Consecrate his face, I guess, is my only option. Well, it's not really a good option at all, actually. It's a pretty bad play, but I'm pretty desperate right now, just looking to scavenge up some damage on him. If only I had a Hammer of Wrath. That'd be great to finish him off, but I don't think... yeah, no. GG. Pretty sure I lost that one. So I got a ridiculous draw I never even thought about getting. That would have been the win, my friends, actually. But yeah, no, there's no way I can win anymore, so I'm just gonna go and show him that I had it and surrender. Pretty tight game, but I got outplayed. This deck kind of runs out of steam if you can't really pull off the Wind Fury combo with like Blessing of Might or something. As you saw here, I kind of got punished for it. Okay, so we got 100 gold here. I know most of you people actually managed to save up some money and then buy 4 or 5 packs at once, but me, I just buy them off every time I have 100 gold. So here we're gonna go ahead and try getting some golden cards. It's pretty good, actually. I think I only had one of these. I believe I made a second one for that Mech Miracle deck. Okay, so let's give this another try. I do have another Paladin Aggro deck here. If you want, I can show you guys what it is. I don't think I'll be playing that one for now, just because I like to make one video per deck. But this is kind of it. It's more Death Rattle focused. The other one was really more mechs, and this one is Death Rattle. I kind of feel like the mech one is a little bit more reliable, because Death Rattles, I mean, the only thing they're there for is to kind of power up the Undertaker, and that's kind of rare that you'll have an Undertaker lasting more than 2 or 3 turns, unless the other guys have no means of removing it. So we're gonna go ahead and play the same deck we just played.
Uther versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Divine Favor is gonna be good, but I'm not gonna keep that in hand. Same thing with the Consecration. Hopefully gonna get a 1 mana like mech. Nope, not gonna happen. Probably still gonna coin into the Mech Warrior though, just for the lucky draw or something, depending on what I draw next turn also. Yeah, so Mech Warrior, probably gonna be turn 2 Spider Tank. That's gonna be a great turn actually, if I can have both live. He's probably got a Wrath. No, Wild Growth, okay, so that's definitely either gonna be the new kind of Mill Druid deck I've been seeing a lot, or we've just got a standard Red Druid or something like that. I could play an Enso Meccano next turn. Did he have the Wrath? Was that his last draw, or did he already have it in hand before? I'm curious. Okay. So here... Annoyotron, Cogmaster and this, so not very vulnerable to swipe at all. If ever he does have it, it's going to be able to kill off the spider tank here, and that's about it, honestly, so pretty good for me.
Where shall I strike?
So he's got that card here. Equality would... I could... Oh, I've got a lot of options to clear that. I could Blessing of Might this, kill it, but then it trades off.
Let me think.
After that I could play Muster for Battle, but then it's really vulnerable to swipe. Now I get a great Enhanced Mechanical turn though. Equality is probably not the greatest option here, but I think this is. I'm gonna give this minion Blessing of Might, keep that one alive. Muster for Battle, hit face, hit face. A lot more vulnerable to swipe here, but if ever he has to waste it, so be it. Is that swipe here? That's a good question. Yep, that's swipe, for sure. If he targeted my spider tank, I'm pretty convinced that's a swipe there. Yep. Too bad, that would have been a great mechanical turn, but I guess we won't see that happening here. Although this is still pretty good. I can play a Micro Machine with a taunt minion. Don't think he has a way of killing it off, except with his hero power obviously, but with the... I don't think he has a way of killing the Micro Machine here. If I can somehow buff that up a little bit more and Hansel Mechano with Wind Fury, that's GG, but...
I must
Yep, no, never mind. I'm definitely going to keep the equality for a later turn, because right now it's going to be pretty useless. I'm going to keep it for those big trees if ever he's playing those.
Powering up. Portals online.
So I play the Mechano here. It's not that great of a play actually. I'm just going to wait for more card draw. Hit his face a couple more times. Hopefully it's not going to be that Savage Roar Force of Nature combo, because a few more minions to my face and that's it. Rag, okay. Wasn't expecting that. It's probably going to hit one of my 1/1s. There, my 1/1. Nope, hit my face. Which is pretty bad actually. So here, just for the sake of keeping these minions alive, I'm gonna have to consecrate his face. Trade that into that. Well, not trade, I mean just attack face. Just in case he's got the Savage War combo, I mean I can't allow myself to even get hit for 2 more damage, because I mean that's just way too scary. Belcher, okay. Kind of annoying to deal with. He's got a Panther too. Not a big deal. Although I'm pretty sure I lost this game already. Unless I draw a really good card next turn. Pretty bad draw here. So I'm gonna have to wait it out one more turn. And that's never a good sign for rush decks. This deck doesn't run any silences, just mainly because Pally doesn't have any silences themselves. The only one I can run would be the Owl, but or maybe even the Spellbreaker, but I'm not too sure that would fit into the deck that well. Equality is already such a great card. Maybe I could swap out the Consecration for a Silence, but not too sure of how that would work out. Yeah, so this is already GG. I mean, I will try to kind of survive one more turn, but I don't think I'll be able to. If he's He's got the Force of Nature, Savage Roar. I'm already done for. He's definitely had enough time to draw into it if he does have it. Unless there was a reason behind him playing the Azure Drake. He healed himself. Okay, so he's still kind of scared. Hope that's a card draw. Nope. So let's just see whatever would have happened with this.
For justice.
Yeah, I'm done. Let's just concede right here.
Victory.
Alright, so we went 1 and 2. Not a great performance by any means. That was a deck I kind of built myself really quickly. I've had relatively good success with it so far, but these games, I mean the last one we've played, haven't been too great. So I'll have to kind of tweak it a little bit more to potentially get a few more wins in, but for now I'll have to probably stick with the Death Rattle one, because I've had a couple good wins with it so far. Or maybe I'll have to kind of alternate between both. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any suggestions as to what I should do, if you want, I'll show you the deck list once more, just so you can get an idea of all the cards that are in. If you have any suggestions as to what I should swap out, swap in, I mean, let me know. Comment section down there just for that. So this is kind of what it looks like. I'll just kind of hover through it very quickly. So let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, like I said, comment down below. Have a good night, guys. Ciao.